I don't take no for an answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out the answer. If I can't get the deal, I'll find other people who help me get more deals. You know, that's just
Wow.
always. It might have been a survival mechanism from past experiences. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm just very competitive. Sports were always a big.
What was
nice
your
outlet for
sport?
me. I was big into ice hockey, so I was a hockey player.
Yeah, that's not an aggressive sport at all.
Not at all. It probably kept
When
me out
did
of.
you play ice hockey?
I started when I was 6 years old, and
Wow.
I play to this day.
Wow. So what are two of the biggest lessons that you learned from ice hockey that have translated to mortgages?
I think, and it's not just hockey. It's and this is a cliche. It's team sports. I think working within the confines of a team, know your role, do your job. You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that about the Eagles? Do your job. Do your job. I've got one set of responsibilities on the ice. I try to make sure that I take care of my responsibilities, and you have to trust the guys around you. They're going to take care of their responsibilities. If everyone's doing their job, you have a very good team that you're working within. I think the other part of it is, you basically have to, as you grow older. I am working against Father Time. I still play with the 20-somethings, and I'm 45 years old. I think it is no matter what, keep pushing yourself because you don't know your limitations if you don't push them. So I'm constantly pushing them. Where a lot of guys that are my age are playing with guys at my age.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with guys at my age. I want to play with the younger guys. I think that keeps me young at heart. I think it genuinely, I don't think I exude the energy of someone who, nothing against anyone who's 45.
No.
Do you know what I mean? But I want to be perpetually young at heart and young at mind.
And it's amazing that mindset shift. Right before this, I had a coaching appointment with someone that actually is around my age, which is that's an anomaly. All the people that I work with are 2 times to about 3 times my age. I just did a talk in Beverly Hills about this. There's no such thing as a millennial. I'm very much against age versus wisdom, right? That's a whole other conversation. But I had a man project upon me his life by putting me in compartmentalizing me in a box while I was getting coffee and giving me the when I was your age thing. And that individual was about your age.
Yeah.
And the mindset, the paradigm is like night and day.
Yeah.
Right? This person, it's like he would want to, like, it seemed as though get away from that.
Right.
And it's the thing. And you're like, I want to be around that.
Absolutely.
And the interesting thing to me is, it's just something to think about. Well, life is always a cycle of deconstruction and reconstruction. So the youth that are constructing something that they're constructing will be of value because that's how we got this far in the world.
Right.
It was like the generation before me was supposed to build up, right? It was deconstructing.
Yeah.
They're deconstructing it because their parents and grandparents had built something that had to die for the new thing to come.
Right.
That they're building through their imagination.
Right.
And the very small majority that don't listen to them, that keep building, build the car.
Right.
And then we have the car that they built. And then they become who they resented.
Right.
Saying no to the new generation.
Right.
But it's that small percentage that keep pushing. I'll take the credit because I'm going to keep.
Right.
Very, very rare is someone of another generation from the past humble enough, wise enough to listen to the future.
Yeah.
I would say that will keep you a long time on the planet. You're going to live to 140.
I wonder if it is, if a sense of competitiveness, wanting to stay on top, wanting to be.
Well, so that's yes.
I wonder if that has something to do with it.
I have a diagram on this.
You do?
It's called the culture cocksuck. And I use that in board meetings.
Okay.
To make a point. Because this is the thing. Most board meetings are generally men. Women should be in more. Period. For a whole host of reasons. Culturally, biochemically, every reason. However, it's usually men in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, who I've labeled them, and and not all men, but just for the sake of conversation, fake alpha. Pride is the shield of insecurity. That competitiveness is really just a very hollow expression or enunciation of the fact that they're insecure humans. Period. Insecure humans. And you saying what you said shows courage and shows wisdom and shows use of this to be open and visualize the potential future.
Right.
A person that's operating out of insecurity will have a shield around them called pride.
Right.
And they will project their insecurity upon another. And this is all you see. It's all you see. And it comes full circle. So the person, this is the unfortunate part, the person that has that great idea, that's the youngin',
yeah,
that goes against all odds and defies all gravity because everyone's saying no.
Right.
They go from being ridiculed, they go from no one believing in them, then they become ridiculed, then they become resented, then people respect them, then people admire them. Then they don't know how to handle it because usually they don't have their own self figured out.
Right.
And then everyone's asking them how they did it, and they don't know how they did it.
Right.
And then someone comes along and says, I have a new answer, and they go, you don't have anything. And they became who they hated.
Right.
And that's all I see all day long.
Yeah.